It's been nothing but fighting. And could I go back and watch everything? Sure. But Alphocine doesn't know anything. So I shouldn't know anything. Like the computer stuff I just found? I don't know what that's about.
What's a computer?
Never heard of that in my life.
God, has it really been a month?
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. I also forget
Yeah.
what computer information you found. Halloween.
We missed for Christmas, missed for New Year's, missed for recovery from Christmas and New Year's.
Peter, how's your day been?
Today's been a pretty good day. Just been playing Metaphor.
Ooh, how
I want to play that game so bad.
It's good. I don't really play a lot of like Persona games. This is kind of like my first one. So I'm like getting into the swing of like managing my time.
Everyone has told me there's a little twink in that game that was made especially for me. I'm very excited.
Wonder which one.
Is there like a day life in that game?
Yeah, the cycle is basically you have 2 actions per day. Like 2 like time-consuming actions. Certain quests have deadlines. And so like going into a dungeon that gives you like EXP for levels and stuff like that takes takes a full day. Improving your relationship with your peers costs half a day. Making the town like you half a day, stuff like that.
Oh, so it is Persona. I see.
Yeah.
What's his?
Was that it?
I'm trying to find this little twink's name. I'm just gonna message Jack.
Beans. Come on. You gotta put your butthole. Get.
Lewis.
Oh.
Is he gonna be the villain?
Yes.
he is the primary antagonist of the game.
I know.
Yak said Lewis might have been tailor-made in a laboratory for you, to be quite honest.
Oh, I'm looking at pictures of him. Jesus Christ.
It's not about
Yeah.
looks. It's about intention.
I think it's also just slightly about looks from this picture.
Put it in chat.
All right. I'll put it. Not Dresden. This one.
Oh. Oh,
Get out of here.
you want to cosplay this boy.
I don't. Hold on.
He's a
Very big-
military man.
Oh,
Very
that's
big
a Maya
Griffith vibes.
character.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, look
he
at this
looks
little
like Griffin.
motherfucker.
Griffith.
Griffin.
This is from, what is this from?
Whatever. Metaphor.
Metaphor.
Hot.
Yeah.
Won't braid his hair.
That's also where I pulled the hot flowers from last Dresden episode.
Do they just look like this in the game, or is this like a final form?
I saw other pictures of him, but that's the one that comes up on the Wikipedia page. And I'll be damned if that does not look like an
Villain?
Aya
Oh, yeah.
stereotype. the choked up like.
Don't do the Margaret. Jess and I do that to each other all the time.
I fucking hate that stove. It's so scary looking. I love it a lot though.
This is a conversation Yak and I had about this boy.
Y'all see the fucking? There's a
This
toilet
is your
now.
pitch boy.
Beans, you serve no purpose. That combo is pretty good. Do you ever regret having a type, or do you kind of enjoy it?
That's the only thing that brings me joy.
I'm glad.
I only get bullied a little bit for it. And I'm always right.
Is his name Lewis or is it supposed to be Louis?
Lewis?
They call him Lewis.
Oh, okay.
They're British.
Do non-Brits call it Louis?
Well, if you're French.
That's true. Because interview with the
Actually,
vampire.
I feel like a lot of Brits would also say Louis. So
Because Lestat always called Lewis Louis. He's French.
I just did that to be patronizing.
I mean,
That
it
doesn't
could be
make more
both. He's
sense.
French.
he's French.
And
You
they're
said the
from like
same
the
thing-
French Quarter of Louisiana.
Well, Lestat is from France.
We did
My
have this
family is
entire
from France, too.
conversation
Did we
on
have
New
this
Year's.
conversation recently?
We did have this conversation. I
Where
don't know if Carly
I
was
was
here
like,
for
is
it.
he? Was Carly there on New Year's? I don't think Carly was there on New
No,
Year's. Eve.
Carly
We
did not
had-
hang out with us for New Year's.
We had a whole thing about how is Lestat actually French, or is he from New Orleans? Like, is he French American? We were like, no, he's from France. He definitely.
100
boy.
from France.
Louis from France too. He came over as a kid.
I don't remember, but I also couldn't stand Louis. So it's just,
Yeah,
eyes
getting through that
glazed
book was
over.
tough.
I like the book. I just don't think Louis.
Oh, shadow ban.
God, this chart.
I like that Sandy Loam is still on there.
The fuck is Sandy Loam?
It's from the original like
Not
version
from
of the.
SpongeBob?
No. It's like the original version of this chart, whatever they copied from, where it's like a soil composition.
I see.
Or
Sandy Loam and Loamy Sand. What's right on Zephyr?
Yeah.
That motherfucker just a voice.
Yeah.
Maybe he's sleeping.
Wakanaku.
Damn it.
He did say he's gonna take a nap.
Uh-oh.
That was like 2 hours ago.
I did too.
Uh-oh.
And I'm here.
Oh. Nappy.
Uh-oh, sleepy.
I think the British version of Nappy's fucked up.
Nappy like diaper or nappy like
Mhm.
pee-pee time?
No, Nappy like that. No
Mm.
excuse for that. Means casting spell. I was not aware that GDQ had a man beating Elden Ring with a saxophone.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It was an incentive bonus from the Elden Ring race. They made it.
Did you guys see the Crazy Taxi with the live backing band?
No, that sounds
No.
awesome though. What
I
the
did
fuck?
see that.
So they could not stream Crazy Taxi because the music is licensed. So they just got a band.
That's
see if I can
so
find
fucking
it.
cool.
I was like halfway through GDQ and I was like, oh shit, it's GDQ this week.
Yeah, I
Hang on.
remembered it was GDQ last night. So like during the Zelda run, like right before the Zelda run started. I was
Yeah,
like,
that was
well,
the
missed that.
Yeah, I'll just go back and watch the stuff that I care about.
Yeah.
Just have a night where we go back and like stream the ones we want to watch.
Do we need to give Zokra a ping?
Yeah.
Do I need to drive up to his house and
Pull out a
wake him up?
gun.
Oh,
Well, hold on, Peter. Jesus.
Oh, good timing.
Hey, that was the fastest ping. Call and response.
Saved your life.
And you saved
Peter was
Charlie
gonna pull a gun on you.
I wasn't. Nowhere near Zokura.
It was your idea. You're responsible. Carly's innocent.
It's not a philosophy I live by.
That's the
Innocent.
law.
I don't think that. Yeah, I don't know if that would hold up in court, Peter.
I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm not bound by the laws of this country.
I think Carly could get away with murder.
given. I did not give my permission to be born here.
Oh man, when are you gonna have a whole video about how dumb these people are?
My toxic trait is to think that I could get away with murder.
Carly, I would never
Ow.
suspect you of murder.
I'm so afraid.
So probably right.
Me in a job interview. What's your biggest weakness?
I think I could get away with murder, frankly.
Maya, Carly would never kill you. Which is why you should look out, because none of us will believe she did it.
The first suspect is always who lives with you.
I think I'd suspect your mom first, to be honest. From all Aya has talked about.
That sounded
Yeah.
like a joke
the fuck?
until I remembered.
No, she's too old now.
That she can no longer murder us.
Doesn't have the strength. Has brittle bones. I can take her.
Oh my god, I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about how easily I could fold my mother and play D&D.
I'm still listening to Has-Been songs. Thanks, Aya.
Hey, bitch.
Rock bottom. Whatever.
Power bottom and rock bottom.
God damn it. So good.
All right, let's get a recap.
Fighting.
Save some
fighting.
dragons.
We're in a
Did
dungeon.
save some
with
dragons. That did
dragons.
happen. Lots and lots and lots of devils and demons and sunken ones and just about everything bad you can think of.
Oh my.
As we are reliving the sacking of the Amethyst Temple. Sort of. A lot of things seem to not be going the way that they did, of course, in history, because we have Asmodeus pretty much consciously at this point participating in helping us out. But the guy who looks like a combination of the Joker and one of the bad guys from Marble Hornets has been running away from us slowly, and I believe is now like in the level below us, which is where we know the two like the two magic. I want to call them like
The man in question. Continue.
it's him. Okay, tell me that description was not.
No, it's
dead
a
on, though.
perfect
That's
description. I love it. It's exactly correct.
terrible. I absolutely I hate that image every time I see it. And the lower level is where the two touchstone dragons are Lily, or the artist currently known as Lily, formerly known as Alvara, and Phelan. And yeah, we helped two big dragons who were dying, who are no longer on this map, it seems.
Didn't they send them off somewhere? Or didn't they follow somebody?
Did they go
No.
ahead? Did they go downstairs ahead of us?
I have no idea what happened to them, genuinely.
I thought someone sent them ahead.
It would have been Alexander if it was.
I
I don't know if anyone
think
was
they
else
went ahead
there.
on their own, to be perfect.
That's possible.
Oh, the ones from down here. Yeah, I
I
have no
do
idea.
feel like there was stuff on this map when we quit last time that is not there currently, so I'm slightly confused. Because I know that something happened on the Alcine as well.
Yeah, I found
She
a
fo-
computer.
Shot computer. She also got hit by that
A little
succubus
brainwashed.
who went
Oh, I
Yeah.
did get
invisible
succubus.
again.
Oh, she's invisible. That's why we can't see her. Okay, I was like, something happened with mind control. I think that's mostly it. I feel like we ended on sort of a cliffhanger, but I honestly could not tell you what the very last thing we did last time was. What did I miss?
I think that was everything. If we ended on a cliffhanger, the only thing I could think of cliffhang is Peter probably hears something to the west.
That might have been what it was. Peter, do you remember hearing something to the west?
No,
I was gonna say Peter doesn't hear anything apparently.
Hell yeah, brother.
I don't remember hearing it, but Steve does. What does Steve remember?
Steve would recall hearing something to the west. Give me just a minute. So I realize I do not have an icon on this map that needs to be there.
I mean, I could be full of shit. That's just what I feel like there was like, oh, we'll deal with this next week or next time, not next week.
With Alpha Cine, right?
Yeah, Alpha Cine was succubied.
I don't know why. I thought there was a cliffhanger for some reason with that.
Was that the cliffhanger where she got kissed and then walked away from
Mwah.
or hugged? That could also be it, that she got hugged by the succubus pretending to be a child.
PG succubus.
That might be it.
I know that was resolved because I have a little note saying that my max health is now 118.
Yeah.
Oh,
She just did a hit and run. Well, we're just going to start. Peter, roll me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 16.
16. You can hear something beyond this door. That said, the combat is over. Do you all recollect?
yeah.
Yeah.
Move where you want to be.
I would. Now that combat is actually over, I think I'm curious about the computer thing. Like during combat, like I looked in, no one was
Oh,
there,
that's
and
right,
I kept
yeah.
moving on.
If
Yeah, you do see an active computer terminal here in the back of the temple.
Is there anything on the screen?
On the screen, you would see. Yes, you would see a note from a place called the Golden Archives. There's a note from someone called Maria, Myria. And it'll say, disregard any warnings of encroaching invaders. The invaders from the south have been subdued by the Morrigan and her whelps.
Can you write that down for me?
Sure. Carly does not have her own private notes channel. Just put this in the during the game.
You can make one for her.
Probably
You
should.
can make her one.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get one.
Private notes channel? What does that mean?
for when you get secret notes from Derek.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not just personal messages?
It can be. You can like use it to like to keep notes.
It can be. I
or
usually
anything
send you a
like
personal
that,
message.
But yeah.
This is just a good way to so it doesn't get lost in DMs.
Okay.
And then you can make a thread in your notes channel for like Dresden.
I don't even see that little drop down window.
Yeah, I usually use it to like take like if I need to remember something for later. Which in fact exactly 2 years ago, almost to the day, is my last note to myself, which is wild.
Anything that's like a picture that Koji has sent to me, that's usually what I slap in there.
Ooh. Yippee.
Yippee!
Of course, you do also have to remember there are things in this channel, because there are things that I put in here that I forgot about. Haha!
All right. Anything else you want to do in your Carly?
I don't think I would know how to work a computer. I guess I would look at the energy source.
Yes. Walking up to that, roll me a perception check.
Oh, this setup dice sucks. Perception, you say? It's a 5.
That's a
Hell
5. It
Oh,
is
Yeah, brother.
exceptionally bright as you try to look in here. So bright that you are having trouble even, frankly, seeing anything inside the little glass tube.
Can I touch it with a stick?
Yeah, if touching it with a stick or anything else, you touch the glass, you can feel immediately a kind of magic emanating from here. There's just a very strong magic and magnetic force here.
Can I try an Arcana check?
You can.
15.
15, you would know there is something inside this apparatus that is generating power for this entire area. You also know the 15, the ruins around it are much, much older than this. This looks installed relatively recently compared to when this temple was built.
Hmm.
That
I
said,
able-
you're not exactly sure what spell or magic device it would be using exactly. But yeah, you were asking?
Does the glass give off any temperature, or like, is there any like pressure? Is there heat? Is there cold? Does it feel anything?
It feels very warm. Not like super hot to the touch, but warm, and again, there's just like almost like a magnetic force around this thing.
Mm. I'm gonna call down the hall. John, can you come help? As I keep
Hey,
calling.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is John?
1 second. Okay. I walked out of the room for a second. What's up?
believe I need your help with something.
Sure. What is it?
So there's this terminal, but there's also this magic device that I could use someone with great strength.
Oh, I could help you with the terminal too.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, you just take your fist and you smack it as hard as you can.
Oh. I don't think we want it broken.
Oh, you're not trying to break it?
Jan about to get the
No.
Hanoi incident.
Not the screen, but more this thing.
Oh,
It doesn't
my bad.
belong here.
You just want me to pull it?
Yes.
Sure. If you get behind the desk.
Absolutely.
I have to look up something I never thought I had to look up for this campaign.
Does it look?
I'm so sorry.
Does it look warm?
Oh,
Like, is it hot?
it feels warm.
Okay. I'm gonna first touch it to make sure I'm not gonna burn myself.
How many
then-
D10s is a nuclear bomb?
I do have to look up how much something weighs.
Well, while you're looking that up, I will ask John if he knows what this message is about. The encroaching invaders from the south.
Oh, I have no
And
idea.
Morgan and her whelps.
Oh, you should get the other people in here.
Okay.
Fox is really good with this stuff. And Scout.
Oh, I'll go get them.
Cubic centimeter. Okay.
Fox, Scout, I think we need your help as well.
I'm gonna pull this while she's outside the room.
Roll me a strength check.
I check my modifier.
Really hope I walk around this corner and just hear Jan getting blown to pieces.
26.
Does not budge.
How many rages do I have left? Not enough. I'm not using a rage here. I'm sorry. I'm gonna metagame.
You strain to pull this thing off the ground, and I mean you're really straining. And like some of the metal couplings shake as your muscles are straining, but the actual like power unit doesn't even budge.
I try to break the couplings.
Absolutely. Roll me an attack roll.
Okay, wave, here we go.
I like that he's literally putting a fork in a power outlet. That's amazing.
25.
25. You clean sweep the things. I kind of like some metal structures that seem to be stabilizing this a little bit. You do notice this device is floating a little bit off of those couplings as you smash them. It comes crashing down. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Excellent. Just like my danger sense is going off.
Yeah, you're definitely in danger.
I know, a d20. Thank God. 19.
19. You are still going to take some damage as this makes a crater that pushes you back all the way over here,
Oh, Lord.
destroying much of this area, embedding itself very deep into the earth beneath the stone. Power source still functional. The monitors and everything are thrown into disarray. Take 10, 13, 26 bludgeoning damage.
But did I
All
move
of you
it?
can absolutely hear this. Did you say, did you move it?
What did I move it?
You moved it into the ground where gravity has taken it. So yes, technically.
I did it.
So did you say something?
I'd probably run over here and be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, it is
Are you all right?
dust and mist are kicked up in this room.
I
I
just
need
said,
to do this.
"What the fuck was that?" And then probably like hustled.
I got it. I just moved Alpha Cena.
Hmm.
Knowing that Jan got called in there first, and then Alphacine went back to get others, only for that crash to happen. I'm not moving from this spot. I just I could not be asked to do anything about what just happened.
Cowboy Steve, do you just kind of lean against that pillar?
Steve was waiting for people to gather to like tell him to shush and visual warning
They
that
did
there
this the
is a
opposite.
sound, and is watching as everyone one by one is like walking away.
Oh, could I also have called Asmodeus as well? Is that who that is?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I think
As-
he would know what the message was about too.
Asmodeus will come in and we'll say, Jan,
Yeah.
why?
How's that?
Do you have any idea how much one of those weighs?
Apparently more than I can lift. But I moved it a little bit.
You took out its support structure. I'd hardly
Yeah.
say that counts.
It moved, didn't it?
Alpha
It
Cine, what is it you wanted me to see?
Well, first the message on the thing here, and also the energy source. I thought it could be picked up. That's why I called Jan first, but they seem to have gotten hurt. And I'm gonna move over to you, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. How hurt are you?
I have 31 HP.
Okay, I will do a big one. I'm gonna do Cure Wounds at 7th level.
Ooh.
No, don't go away. I need that.
Asmodeus, I think, is going to cast Mending on the desk and monitors to just kind of set them back up the way they were.
That is 40 healing.
Oh, hell yeah.
God damn.
I did it through D&D Beyond, so that's why it was so quick.
I am no longer bloody.
And funny enough, Asmodeus would say, frankly, I know little of the Gelden Society, at least of how it worked when it was functional. Are you all familiar with this Maria?
Oh, I'm so hesitant to actually answer that.
I'll help. Yeah.
Who all is actually in this room?
I don't think Jan would actually remember, to be perfectly honest.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, does my character even remember?
I don't think we've interacted with her in so long.
You interacted with her in a much different way because now she kind of lives in the house.
Yeah. I might not
She's
associate
she's
it.
her Alexa.
She's Garrus's Alexa.
Might not associate it with like this stuff.
I think me and Fox are the only people. Oh no, we did all end up. We went to the archives again. I just remembered because that's where Alexander killed Gwendolyn that one time.
Just that one time.
Just the one time.
Just the one time.
Everyone can have a little murder as a treat.
Oh, she
Does that-
was a demon.
I'll roll.
Does everyone kind of
I
hesitate
remember.
to say something?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think Scout would probably try and. I mean, he's gonna be able to tell she's lying because he's Asmodeus, but she'd probably say that the name, like she's heard the name.
Asmodeus would actually say, "Oh, this Maria individual lied. We killed all of their troops in the south and made our way here." Which does lead me to believe
Oh.
that someone in the Gelden inside wanted them all dead as well.
I think so. I think that actually makes Scout pause even more because if she heard that information, she would probably assume that Morgan was the one who was lying. Because she was working with Helena, right?
So here is something that is deep old lore that maybe all of you forgot. The first time you went to the Gelden Archives, you noticed that the Maria made a link with the satellite up above, and its actual internal code got corrupted entirely.
I remember that. We had to fight her.
Yes. And you definitely think it could easily be Morgan influence that was kind of the inside job. Or it could be something else.
Interesting. I think Scout definitely didn't realize that Maria was compromised this old ago. So I think she's a little surprised by that. Oh, no, never mind. I'm thinking out loud, and then I'm going to stop. I just realized that Morgan probably wouldn't care if her troops were killed because she's a necromancer.
Yeah, she doesn't give a shit. Actually, you remember fighting most of her troops were like, this is basically where people who went to study necromancy were pretty much killed to fuel her power.
Yeah.
Her troops were probably already dead.
I'm like, never mind, it all makes sense. Ugh. Do you suppose that's why they let their guard down? They seem well. They
almost
seem pretty
certainly.
well. They seemed pretty well defended, just unable to survive the onslaught.
You would actually say, my memory serves me right. They hardly resisted at all. Only a few soldiers amongst their ranks.
I need to ask a lore-based question.
Yes.
Because I remember we saw Felicia and Emmerich fighting, right? In a video clip.
You did in a foreign world.
Okay. That's what I was clarifying. I wasn't sure if that was attached to the 4,000 years ago or not.
It is not attached to the 4,000 years ago, but it is information the satellite has.
Gotcha.
Valid question. That was like 4 years ago of real life time, if not longer, to be honest.
It was longer, I think.
It was longer.
But that's shit. I think that's all I got now for questions. I don't suppose there's anything else on this that we could find. I'm also not very computer savvy, but Fox might?
Oh, fuck.
I can figure it out if Fox can't, but Fox might be the best bet since he did a lot more studying of this than I did.
Vox.
Why does
I
this stuff look
suppose I could
newer
give it a shot.
than the ruins do?
I'm sorry, Carly, what were you saying?
Why does the technology look newer than the room?
That's a good question. Do you think we're seeing the temple as it is now, but fragments of the past as they were then? Looks at Asmodeus?
He would say Geldins have been around since near creation start. This temple was probably constructed around then, though they did make technological advances as their magic faded. He would basically say that's basically what he would say. I think that's how we would know things went out.
Okay. Yep. Then it must have been added later. It's, I'm really curious about Steve and the sound too.
I'll deal with that, but Zoker was supposed to.
Yes,
Chime
Soger's
in.
gonna look at the computer.
Can I check is it to look at the computer? Or is it just looking at it?
I would actually give you, as an artificer, an arcana.
Okay.
You've also dealt with these before, so you know a little bit of how these work. It's written in Ancient Draconic, which I think you can read, right?
Yes, I can. So that would be a 28.
Okay, 28. You can pretty easily make your way around this computer terminal. You can see that a lot of it has just been used to have correspondence between the temples. They also got like regular news updates from the archives, kind of like, frankly, very boring shit.
They got an
Global
email
events.
newsletter and an RSS feed.
Yeah, more or less. Something that sticks out a little bit is maybe as you're just kind of idly scrolling through here, what happens? About a century and a half ago, you do see news of a massive crater, a massive meteorite hitting the northern area. It will basically say, as predicted by Helena, a large meteorite has struck our planet.
I would make note of that and be like, you don't suppose that this is anything relevant?
He was.
I think that's. Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, I guess who was Fox asking?
Just anybody in the room who's like willing to look at this.
I think Scout would say, well, that, and Scout would remember this, but Shay's mind might not. That's when that satellite appeared, right?
Right,
Hey,
100%. That's when everything started to get a little fucky. Beyonce, you're being ridiculous.
Are there any more updates related to that we're able to see?
Actually, not much. You see some updates on the recovery efforts because they were so well prepared for it and have access to pretty much the most powerful magics in existence. They were able to recover from it quite quickly. The abjuration was able to contain the blast so debris and particles didn't pollute the atmosphere. Conjuration was able to kind of reconstruct the temples and lands around it. The place was fully evacuated. It's a lot of stuff like world upkeep. A little bit of praise for Helena for kind of saving the day with her fortune telling. No, stop it. The school of which I forgot. Divination.
divination?
That's it.
Where on the map did it land exactly? Do we know?
It's up where Mirabar is.
Yes, Mirabar. Let me get you just a picture. Mirabar is actually built on the coast of where this meteorite struck.
It's
Oh,
also
that's
a
right.
question that I can't believe I've never asked. Real quick. So Alexander knows that area, that city, that country is as Vesperia.
Yes.
What was it called when the Geldons were in power?
It was actually called the Dominion of Divination.
Let's
Oh,
go
it
to
didn't even have a cool
Chicago.
name. Wow, they
Did
suck.
not even have a cool name.
Maybe we should have wiped the dragons out.
Blizzard
All
is
right,
right.
back to Zokra.
You know, I wonder if there's anything left there that we should probably check out. But is there any other relevant information that I'm able to find that seems like it might be important?
I would say the only other relevant information you find is there is a kind of access terminal for the archives where you could look at a lot of history and stuff, but it actually just says access denied.
Oh, rude.
And I would even say with like with as high as an arcana as you got, I'd actually say you see a date that would equate to about 3 days ago.
That's the only information I'm able to see from that.
That's really it. You got a really good roll, so you're pretty confident you've milked this for what it's got.
You mean 3 days ago in the past, right?
3 days ago in the past, yes.
Just making sure I understood that.
Like you can see the computer's dates. 3 days ago, they lost access to the archives.
Hmm. Okay. Well, seems like something happened 3 days ago where they just weren't able to reach anybody at the archives, but that's about it. I don't see anything else that's particularly of interest.
I wonder if that's when the sabotage happened.
Almost certainly, as Modius would say.
Well, guess if Jan wanted to continue smashing this, I'm done with this terminal.
I'm good. I was
How long was this in the works for you, Asmodeus?
Oh, well,
This was clearly a concentrated effort that took a long time to organize and plan. How long were you a part of it?
he would probably say I was a part of it from the very beginning. My ascension and Tyr's ascension was to gain the power to overthrow them. And he would say this probably began about a year or so ago. At least for us.
And you said you regret it now?
I do.
I'm gonna raise my eyebrows like, are you gonna say more?
I don't think he would actually. You just kind of see his face. Roll me an insight. I'm not gonna do it against the deception because that's
Nat
unfair.
20.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah.
You can definitely see he
For a 28.
thinks a lot about those words. You actually beat him natty, which is crazy. And you can definitely tell there's more to this story. He does not look very willing to expound on what he was saying. He looks ashamed, which is something the devil rarely looks.
You planned to destroy civilization for a year, only to later regret it.
We were, for the better part of 2.5 centuries, subjugated, enslaved, killed, used in experiments. Those are who truly got the worst of it. So we rebelled.
Have we ever asked him who he was before he ascended?
I don't think so, but he
Garrus,
absolutely would not.
Know his name.
You do, Aaron Silverbriar.
Go ahead, Aya.
Garrus told us a bunch. Well, Garrus told Scout and Alexander, I think.
I think that's true.
I don't remember who else was at the breakfast table.
I guess, do you ask?
Jan wouldn't.
That's true. I don't think anyone has directly asked.
No, nobody's
There
talked
was
to him about it.
Garrus has spilled a lot of tea over the years.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of deets from Garrett. I think Aya's probably got better notes on that than I do, so I might need to pick Aya's notes about that in the future.
Yep.
But I do remember that. I do remember that breakfast conversation. They're acquainted, kind of friendly, kind of not, sort of. Yes.
You could say that.
In a way. But we've never really talked to him about it because he's never really been in a position to talk about it.
Beyonce, how many times must I put you on the ground?
But if Alphazina wants to ask, I think Carly should go for it.
I was writing things down, so I didn't catch what question I should be asking.
Who he was before he ascended.
If you wanted to ask.
I do want to ask.
Valpacine definitely wasn't at breakfast.
Asmodeus,
Yes.
who were you before your ascension? Before you became who you are now?
Roll of persuasion.
God damn it.
That's fair.
That is hella fair.
Guidance.
You can do guidance. Legit.
I rolled a 19. My
Guidance.
persuasion is +6.
Damn.
Guidance. Is that a D4?
It's a D4. You just never know with him. You never know. You know.
With me,
Don't
Derek.
That is
You
a
never know with him.
26.
Derek knows, but we don't.
DC 25. Good job.
Hey.
Hey.
Nice.
He would say, I was more akin to you than a devil. I was an archfey of the Sealy Court. One of the High She, Aaron Silverbriar.
High Fae or Archfey?
Archfey. He is one of the highest Fae. Archfey, as far as D&D lore goes, are like almost godlike within the Feywilds.
Why would he want more power?
Everyone wants more power.
Good question.
And it
Oh,
was the
oh, wow.
Gelden that were. This is me, Ween, because Jan would not. He's over here picking his nose. It was like the Gelden were the ones suppressing them.
Yeah. Does Jan know, like, Geldans are basically conduits for all magic on the prime material plane. So they have access to every spell ever.
Mr. Asmodeus, that doesn't make any sense.
And what doesn't make sense about it?
At the festival, all of the Geldans were so excited that I was a Fae. And they were so kind and so caring and they were just so happy. How could they repress our people? Don't understand.
You would say, clearly you met kinder dragons than I.
If I remember correctly, humanity was enslaved to them, weren't they, or something like that? Like subservient?
Yes, so
Yes.
mortals were basically washed up on the shores roughly 250 years ago, which line up with the satellite. A lot of mortals appeared here
I mean,
and were subjugated largely by the Morrigan and Helena.
well, Briar, you do know that, fortunately, while these ones are nice, the Morrigan, one you have not met before, is not at all. Rather contemptuous of any mortal life, honestly.
Indeed.
Is the Morrigan Gelden or Fae?
Gelden.
Morgan is Gelden.
She's
Well,
the necromancy head.
The Morrigan is Fae. Her name is
Something like that.
Morrigan, but she is the dragon of necromancy.
Oh, they're unrelated.
They are unrelated. That's
The same Morgan, then.
me being bad. Lee Morrigan would be more like Mab, the archfey of the Unseelie Court.
Fox would make the clarification that this is, in fact, the necromancy head dragon, not a fae, by a similar name.
Shouldn't have named them the same, but did it anyways.
So powerful.
Fucked it up.
Well, there's always bad apples in every bunch, but that doesn't mean you destroy an entire civilization.
You're absolutely right, but unfortunately, we're talking about deeds that have been done thousands of years ago. Not exactly any turning that back.
Particularly when a divine being tells you that all of them are evil.
Who told you that?
An angel.
Hmm.
By what name?
Roll persuasion.
God damn it, Asmodeus.
It's like pulling teeth.
I mean, this is probably not gonna go. I mean, you can actually tell my like. He could probably tell just how displeased I am with angels in general. So I don't even know how well this will go for Scout. It'll go poorly. That's gonna be. I hope you're ready for this enormous number. Are
I'm
you
ready.
7.
Woo!
Even with a
Woo!
7,
And you needed a 5. It's
Asmodeus
crazy.
would look at you and say, I think you could hazard a guess.
But the note-taking bitch over here can't. Help me out.
Forgot the angel that we cooperated with or requested the aid of.
That would probably be. Let me see if I've got the right one. Would that be Temporal? Or a different one?
Umbreon.
Honestly, you're doing the like. Scout is getting the like 5D chess answer. But it would be Miriandel.
Uh-oh.
Can you spell that for me?
MYA.
I think that's how I usually have it. Yeah.
Alexander later, like, that couldn't be possible. Yeah, well, if it isn't possible, then how does Prior spell it right? You don't even speak this language.
No, Alexander doesn't care about Miriandel. Alexander thinks that
That's true.
Mariandel is what his city's called now, right?
Yes, Mirabar.
Yeah.
Mirabar is. And
Oh, yeah.
And I
and
think
Miriandel is the goddess of.
Miriandel was considered a betrayer and heretical in Alexander's time.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. We're all good then.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Uh-oh. What if that's that tiny little voice that keeps talking to Alexander?
I'm
Uh-oh.
100% sure the female voice is.
But he, as Monia said, she was an angel, not a god at this time.
That is true. He did say angel.
He did say that. Did she ascend like he did?
Uh-oh.
Do you ask?
Mm-hmm.
Important
He
question.
would actually say no. But she did give us. He pauses for a moment. Roll me another persuasion with advantage.
Let's go.
And maybe when we get back down south and Steve and Alexander has been fighting something. Or...
I don't know. I hope they're not like dead.
That'll be fine.
What almost 16
Steve is
get me?
teaching Alexander how to play like 5-card rummy.
Yeah.
You
A
just
Eventually.
want
non-gambling
to-
card game.
I was gonna say gambling's a sin.
I'm sorry, what'd you get, Scout?
A 16.
16, he would say, it is by Miriandel's knowledge that we have the powers of ascension.
I fucking knew
She
it.
gave us the magic and the right to do so.
I knew it.
What gives her the right?
I assume the radiance or something like that.
Hmm.
And you would say, using a forbidden spell, she was able to allot 4 families with the ability to consume their life force to raise gods.
And we only know of one family.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4
Right.
families.
Oh, you would actually say 4 lineage. I guess he would say 4 lineages. He would say, he would probably clarify and say you would know them as the Rules.
Okay. Oh, so they all married each other, huh? Interesting.
And he would actually clarify and even say, she gave me a different right. One in which I could replace an existing god. Which is why I have a mantle that once belonged to a different devil.
I don't want to keep us here forever, so I'm going to make this my last question, even if I continue to be burning with curiosity. Why did the previous Asmodeus need to be replaced so badly?
He would kind of look He looks a little like, and also just says, from my understanding, he was incompliant.
Who was he?
I don't know.
Yeah, you killed a guy you didn't even know.
The
Cold.
spell she had me perform consumed his essence and gave it to me.
Boy, I hope it wasn't in that fucking stack.
He basically got his boots.
Yeah. I stole
Oops,
his
that means-
proverbial boots.
Question for my notes.
Yes.
Miriandel told Asmodeus and Tyr that the Geldans were all evil. Did she also say to destroy them, or did she kind of let them do that too?
No, he seems to imply that she is the one who told them they're all evil and has kind of helped them orchestrate this plan.
Mm.
She rose heretical gods from mortals to fight these dragons.
Then I will change that to telling them to destroy them to helping. Okay.
Well, this was all very interesting. Let's get back to your greatest shame.
Indeed. Let's see how this plays out. And he kind of skulks.
Skulks.
Look at him skulking.
Well, I think while you guys were having that conversation, Alexander would have asked Steve, like, what did you hear? Because everybody walked away, and so it's just them.
I'm not quite sure. I hear something behind that. Looks ahead. The door, right?
Yeah, you hear it to the kind of northwest.
Can I hear it?
Roll a perception check.
Nat 20.
That's why.
Hey!
Alexander, I'll go so
Ooh.
far as to say you hear infernal chanting.
Well, you know, I hate that. It's coming from this direction.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would. I'm fucking wearing plate. It doesn't matter. I was like, I
I-
was gonna get
let
off
me-
my horse, but
I could probably be a little better at the sneaking part if you want me to scout ahead.
yeah. Let me put protection from good and evil on Steve before he goes out there.
Okay.
And then I'll send him on his way. Good luck, buddy. And I'll say I'll have his back. If anything goes wrong, I'll race in there.
I tip my hat and then roll a stealth check.
Roll me a stealth check.
And then immediately cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
So how does invisibility work with stealth checks?
It is simply something I, the DM, must rule about. Your
That
stealth check
doesn't
is
silence
unchanged.
you.
All right, so that's a 14 for stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna sneak my way to the door and peek around the corner.
Second. Okay. You see a door to the north and a door to the south.
Where does the chanting come through louder?
You can actually just hear it plainly from the north now.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way that way.
I'm just gonna scoot a little bit closer, just so I can be nearby. Good luck, partner.
Oh,
Is the door completely closed?
do you try to open it?
Is it fully closed?
It's fully closed.
I'm gonna very carefully open it as like
As your hand is merely inches away from the handle, the door begins to slowly creak open, almost inviting you in.
fuck. Um,
And you hear a yell that says, "Do not fear, Stephen."
Well, I slowly push open the door, maintaining my invisibility for now.
Okay.
Hearing that would
Looking in
make me
here,
fear more. That's like an opposite effect there.
you can see a congregation of devils before a much larger one. They kind of look like the fat guys from Demon Souls. And he says, "I can see you in the doorway there."
Damn it.
As I
But
I take my hat off and like do kind of like a little miniature bow, and as I do that, my invisibility poofs off.
you are in no danger here, Steve.
Well, I greatly appreciate the reassurances, but
Ugh.
have we ever had the pleasure of meeting?
Not in this life.
Ah, so one of my previous selves then.
Indeed.
I hope we left it at a good point.
It was agreeable enough.
Wonderful.
It is just you, right?
Potentially not in about a few seconds. I'm gonna sneak back here a little bit, see Alexander, and say, "Stay here."
Are you
Don't-
okay?
If they hear your armor, it could be very bad. Get the others and wait for my signal.
What's the signal?
Yeehaw.
Well, what's going on in there? Are you in danger?
Not so long as they don't hear you.
You don't think this conversation we're having is suspicious?
I'm not yelling. I'm more talking like in a hiss.
Damn it.
All right, I'll get the others.
Is this
All right,
a
I bought
sucky
us some
bitch?
time.
The door closes behind you, Steve.
No.
He says, "Well then."
roll initiative. I've done fell for another trap.
Oh, that gosh darn medicine man.
What can I do you for?
We are not part of this little illusion that you inhabit currently. We were brought here by the Sunken Ones. We have a proposition for you and your time-traveling friends.
Uh-huh.
The Asmodeus you know is not the true Asmodeus. They are those who saw his usurp of power blasphemous and wish him gone. You're in a unique position to do that.
And what position might that be? I'm just a mortal myself. Well, mortal in a sense.
He would actually say, I know you and your friends are in some kind of time-traveling paradox by the help of Gwendolyn and Hell's most
Bruh.
wanted warlock, Emmerich. Does that ring a bell?
Now, how do you know so much? I wasn't
have-
sure that information had been quite so out in the open.
It's not, but we have our ways.
Mm-hmm. So what is it exactly you want me to do?
He'll pull out a golden decanter. And he says, that paladin of yours. He has a mission to collect souls. Instead of putting his souls in the rose, put the souls in here.
Nah, I
And looking at the decanter, it is the glass is made of it's like a yellow gold glass. Around it are 7 serpents that kind of coil up the length of the bottle.
Now I can't say that our current situation is optimal. However, I'm not sure I'm quick to change our plans as of yet. Why would you want us to do this? And why do
You
you
think
think I would accept
Asmodeus is
this?
here to help you?
In us as much as anyone might be.
The Lord of Lies and the King of Devils is no more truthful than I am.
Well, you still haven't
If
told me
anything,
who
we
you
offer
are.
you. He would say, you can call me Glenn.
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 Okay. Putting in notes, Glenn the demon.
Glenn.
Devil. Okay. And what would we get for doing this for you?
He would say, well, for one, you'd be rid of Asmodeus. For two, I can give you some assistance with the upcoming portion of this memory.
Mhm.
And also, should you collect the souls, you'll have a valuable ally.
Do I recognize that demon or devil in the back?
Roll me a religion.
Okay. That's a 15.
A 15, you would know these are kind of like they're kind of a race of hellish magisters. They're called the Amnesu.
So I haven't seen this one specifically.
Not that you recall.
Okay.
Not with a 15, anyways.
Now I can say that we might consider the options you have given us, but I can't make a decision for the group all by myself without discussing it with them first.
Well, fair. Discuss it with them. But you know your group is not going to agree to work with devils. It's fortuitous that only you entered.
Now, I hate to ask for anything, from one such as yourself, but as a sign of goodwill, perhaps maybe you could give me your actual name, or just say it out loud.
Roll me a persuasion. To say our true names are power against us.
That is a total 20.
Total 20. Say, since you and I have encountered each other in the past, my name is Orphorax.
Ring any bells, or
You can kind of recall a meeting with Orphorax. It was a past life, a different world. You needed some information on someone you were trying to kill. And Orphorax answered your call. There's not much more you remember than that.
no emotional associations like trust or
Um,
stuff like that?
you know, in general, trusting a devil is a fool's errand. But
Yeah.
you you don't remember any kind of like negative association.
Then I'll say, well, I appreciate that, and will do my best to convey those. How would I say this? Convey that goodwill to my compatriots that are more willing to listen.
So you are insistent on talking to your compatriots.
Like I said, I can't make a decision for the whole. If it were up to me, I think I might consider it. You know, Lord of Lies is not the most trustworthy of titles, as you say.
Indeed. Your friends will refuse, Steve. I'll need your answer now.
Ah, fuck. With a
Having mulled
dwarf,
it over, I've changed my mind.
don't make me change it another time. Well, I suppose you have me in a bind. I I I hesitantly accept.
Excellent. And he will appear before you.
Ugh.
He's pretty tall, like 8 feet. And he holds in front of him a contract. And he will give you a pen. He says, henceforth, all souls collected for the Rose of Asmodeus will go into this decanter. Once all souls are collected into this decanter, our deal will be done, and you will receive a boon from an archdevil. Whatever you wish.
Now, what if, pray tell, the souls are not able to go into the decanter, as I am not close enough to absorb them myself?
Then that would be a breach of this contract, and I will kill you myself.
Ah, wonderful.
Fine print.
You'll see it. You'll see it here on page 40.
I I like lick my finger as I like go through the contract, pretending as if I'm reading it carefully.
Yeah, give me an intelligence roll.
uh, um, hmm. Not my finest roll. That's a 5.
5. Okay. Honestly, Steve, you think you understand this contract in full. You didn't miss a single thing.
And I suppose I have no choice but to accept. So I have my hand out for the pen.
He gives it to you.
Just one signature here, or is it's kind of like a here
Well,
situation?
One at the beginning and one at the rear.
I do very carefully read the words immediately before the sign here part. Anything stand out?
Nothing really stands out other than what he has already said. Failure to do so will be a breach of contract. It does repeat that on the last page.
Okay. I slowly drop the pen to the Now, I definitely don't want to do this.
Okay.
It's always a choice.
Um,
I'm so curious what this next thing is going to be.
Now, is Alexander really not listening at the door?
No, I went to go get help. So I was just waiting for that opportunity.
Shame that.
At this point, they're like everybody's outside pounding on the door.
I assume this conversation's happening while we're talking with Asmodeus. That's how I was imagining it.
I do picture that, yeah. So
I
then
was
I'm like,
envisioning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of envisioning this happening simultaneously with the computer events. So really, Alexander is this kind of out here?
So I guess I would go out and I would see that nobody's fucking out here because everyone's having the computer conversation. And I'd be like, fuck this. And then I would go to the door and try and charge in.
Okay.
Because something seemed so wrong about it. I don't want to leave Steve. Like, I don't want to ride all the way over there.
It was
Blame
awfully
something
sussy the way Steve
Yeah.
did it. I agree.
So I would
you're-
charge in there and smite a bitch.
Charge. Roll me a strength check as you charge the door. I'm gonna give you advantage since you're
Ooh.
doing this on horseback. Check their spell DC.
18.
I do think that's probably gonna do it. Let me just double check. That just makes it. Okay. Alexander, you burst in the door just as he is he is starting to just as Steve is about to sign this contract.
Oh, I ain't having that. I'm gonna.
Wait, as
no.
you do this, because there's something I was about to do.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna cast Maddening Darkness.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on now. What does that do?
See, I'm just gonna.
Oh, okay. He does not have counterspell prepared. It's very unfortunate. Where do you pick the point of its spreading?
See, it's 60-foot radius.
This absolutely has friendly fire, I think, on the caster
I think I
included.
just jumped into a
That-
lot of damage.
No. This is where
Unless
I
you're
go.
picking, like...
I am picking.
Yeah, I guess right here in the back, on the altar, basically.
I am gonna do it on myself as well, just so.
And do Maddening Darkness on yourself?
Yeah, because it's on the start of my turn.
Hold on.
The very.
At the point you choose within range to fill Where creatures. Dark vision can't see through this dark. And it shrinks into. The problem is, if you do this pinpoint on yourself, you are going to hit yourself and Alexander.
No, I'm about pinpointing it on myself.
Okay. What are you doing on yourself?
I am having the very edge of it reaching me.
That's 60 feet.
Oh, okay. I see. So you're doing it like this.
Yeah.
60
Okay.
feet?
60-foot radius.
Jesus. Anyone?
Okay. You cast that.
And then I'm going to use my move action.
Roll me a sleight of hand. As you cast this, the decanter falls out of his hand.
Well, luckily, that's a 24. No, 20. No, math. Yeah, 24.
Okay, you're able to catch the decanter before it shatters on the ground. But what else were you doing? Because he's going to roll a saving throw.
I was going to run straight back through the darkness towards Alexander, jump on Alexander's horse, and say, "Get the fuck out of here! Go, 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 go!"
I slammed through the door.
I guess you two roll initiative.
Yeah, it's fine.
Combat will begin. Wowie zowie.
This is delightful. I'm delighted.
And I guess we'll do combat music. Peter, what is your dex score?
+3.
You're gonna go first.
Uh,
Do you command? If you want your turn to be telling Alexander to make his horse get you the fuck out of here, that is fine.
That's basically was my idea.
If Alexander is compliant, the horse will giddy up.
I convey all of the urgency as I can muster to Alexander. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Alexander, do you wish to run?
I will set Steve free on the horse, but I will stay behind to hold the line.
That's hot as fuck. All right.
So I would just I would give the horse a slap on its flank and
As
the
the horse
fucking rabbit's gonna die again.
as I'm being on this horse, I turn back and trying to keep my footing.
Yamino!
Alexander, you dumbass!
God damn it.
I start doing some cowboy swears as I run off.
You forking son of a motherfucker.
You need
That
a rabbit.
horse
Got real
goes
boot hill
far.
over there.
Don't go into the mist. It's piss.
Do we see this horse running?
Yeah, you guys will see the horse. What's the maximum movement on the horse? 120?
If it's 60, 90 if it's flying, so it could be flying to get Steve away.
Okay. It's gonna double move.
Right? Nina all the way in here.
The
As
horse
I
would fly towards the allies.
What the fuck?
as I'm at the last little bit of my turn, I yell at my comrades who are back here, if they're outside of this room. Devil, Orifax, help! Alexander is in trouble. Not
Again?
my fault.
Wow.
He was gone for 2 seconds.
Actually, okay, so I didn't think this trap would trigger. As you say Orphanax's name,
Oh.
you feel a massive presence appear here. It picks up Asmodeus, and they both disappear.
What? No. It's just...
Now hold on, we need that one. I'm like a
Everyone who saw that, roll a religion.
No.
19. Let's go.
Steve, you know that was Baphomet.
Good. That's a good
Baphomet.
thing.
Being your good buddy who lives in the house.
That's a good thing. We should be thankful.
Now I'm gonna say it looks like a very twisted and fucked up form of Baphomet.
Oh,
So who can
well, maybe
say?
not.
I rolled a 12, so I don't think I.
You think it's a demon?
Yep.
Nasty.
I think he's a devil.
Nice.
You know, funny enough, in D&D, Baphomet is a demon. In this, he is a devil.
He's our little goat boy.
Oh, go boy.
But he didn't look
I-
like our ghost.
He did not
boy.
look like your go boy.
Well, yeah, that.
How many people can this horse hold?
It should fit a little guy. A little man or two.
And me and Scout get on it so we can get over there.
Yeah, Sal's a twink.
Cool.
Wow.
Sure.
Scout's a twink.
Call him Oh, you said Sal, and I was thinking of Sue's character. Salamander. I'm like, yeah, I mean,
A gnome
Sounds good
twink.
for
I mean,
Oh.
it's the wrong character, but
Into
like,
the
it's still a
future.
still a
That's not,
twink.
you can get Elja's twin. You can get Elja.
No, Scout.
Il-
Scout is absolutely not a twink, but Scout is small.
Hold on.
You all can be down there, by the way. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I looked over in this conversation and I saw that Asmodeus and Alphazine had like moved out into the hallway, and I was like, wait a second.
So what does Alexander's first turn look like?
Well, this thing is gonna go first. Maddening darkness. Peter, roll me 8d8. I think he's gonna make the save though. Let me just double check. Wisdom save, yes. Probably gonna make it with a 26.
Oh yeah. He takes half damage. Pulls out 8d8. $41 total.
Okay, he's gonna take half that. Still a pretty nice chunk. He is going to move out of the maddening darkness. And he is going to curse at Alexander
Bitch.
in Infernal. And Alexander, he's going to cast Forgetfulness. Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
What is forgetfulness?
It's an ability this devil has.
Ooh.
Hey, that's an 8.
That's an 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Excellent. Alexander,
roll.
you are stunned.
You're freed from the guilt.
Alexander, you feel your mind awash. You can't remember your purpose, your name, anything.
Enjoy
You
it.
just stand there, empty head,
Back to the beginning.
and you take. Oh, you do take some psychic damage too, actually.
I need to look at my palette. Shit.
Good God.
Is that a
Take
good
30
good god or
No,
good
take
god?
39 psychic damage.
Okay.
I almost rolled max. God forgive me. Alexander, you are stunned. So go ahead and roll me another saving throw.
Intelligence?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna be here all fucking day. That's a 3.
Okay, still stunned.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess that's it. I can't do anything, right?
You stunned is not as bad as paralyzed. Let me just double check. You can roll at
You
the end
can't
of
be
your
coup
turn.
de grace, I think. Is
You
the
can't be coup de
big difference.
grace, yeah. Let me just double check. You might get one action, actually. Some creature is incapacitated. Yeah, you can't do anything, but you're not automatically crit like you would be if you were paralyzed. These guys. Roll me that 8d8 again, Peter.
Okay.
These guys are not as capable as our elite unit here.
Next one was 37.
What's your spell save DC?
Spell save is 18.
One of them makes it. You said it's 37 damage?
Yeah.
God damn. What's half of that? 17? No. 18. I think they're like fucked up in there, if I'm not mistaken. Shrieks and laughter can be heard. Every creature starts to turn their mistake wisdom saving throw. Can't see. Actually, Peter, roll me d4.
Okay. 2.
2. These two actually just move back. They're lost in the darkness.
Disorientated.
This one, move up here. This one will move here. This one will move here. Two attacks on Alexander, both miss. Two attacks on Alexander, one hits. And one will hit for 14 piercing damage.
Okay.
Haunts already went. Okay, I'm going to add everybody else to the turn order now. Everybody give me your initiative roll.
Dilja and Jan. Yep, just Dilja and Jan get a +3.
Hell yeah.
So I didn't get a turn at all.
You did. It was your turn. So whenever you're incapacitated, you cannot take any actions, reactions, or bonus actions.
Okay.
So your turn was to save. The DC will get easier the more times you roll it. Fox.
All right. I gotta sprint on down there somehow.
Oh, you did not put your initiative in there. I don't think.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yep. I don't know what.
I thought I
don't
hit
know when
enter,
you.
but it didn't work. My bad.
No worries. Reorganizing the list. Jan Cena. I'm gonna give you some like God sent hasted movement. You can get to that point because it is 2 a.m.
Oh, I was legit gonna get on the horse with Scout and fly it down there.
I'm also okay with that.
If Scout's okay with that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I was gonna dimension door. If you want to bring somebody else, because I can dimension. But either way,
I would say if it's got Peter on there, it can really only fit another little guy.
Okay.
But if you want Dimension Door there, I think it's pretty sick. So
I really want to take this horse back.
okay, I will allow this to take you there.
Fuck yeah.
The horse's turn
Whoa.
can go first.
See. Big guy?
Yeah.
God. I did not have actually my.
Big guy seems to be around a rather dazed Alexander.
Yeah, big guy. 2 attacks on him with Reckless.
Okay, move your token to where you want to stand.
I'll just stand here. Shit, hold on. I didn't have any paper ready, so 1 second. Oh, that's a nat 20. Okay.
Oh shit! All
I don't
right.
think the other one hit though. 9. Where's my modifier? Actually, maybe it did. 22.
22 does hit actually.
Fuck yeah.
22 is pretty high.
I don't know how high these things are, so I just taking a guess. So of course I rolled a 1 on my nat 20. 11 plus 7. 6. And then waves damage. 66. 5.
Okay, give me the total.
44.
44. Nice.
25 necrotic if that matters.
It does not for this. We're doing a second attack?
That was both attacks.
That's about okay. With a 25, that was 44 damage.
Yeah.
Okay,
I got a 1 on my nat 20.
gotcha.
And then I maximized it, so.
That works. This thing is actually going to turn its attention to you, Jan. Roll me a d6.
2.
2?
2.
Nice.
Is it?
I can't do the same thing to you, so yeah, it is nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay. You and Peter make a wisdom saving throw
No.
as you feel your eyes start to necrose.
15?
Hey,
15
what's
will
saving
not
throw?
make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 21.
21
Isn't
will
it a-
save.
Not a fear, is it?
It is not a fear.
Boo.
Wayne, you will take 28 necrotic damage and you are blinded. Peter, you will take 14 necrotic damage and you are not blinded.
That's
And
from
do I
the
need
big
to
guy.
roll to maintain my
That's
cloud?
from this guy, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's a... What's the roll?
Constitution.
Okay.
So honestly, you have to roll above 7.
Oh, well, I rolled exactly 7.
Wow. Okay. The fucking Timor is with you.
Woo!
The spell remains. Peter, it's your turn.
Gotta remind me, with concentration, I can still cast a different spell that doesn't require concentration.
As long as
right?
it is not a spell that requires concentration, yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna just do a... Ooh, do I have any helpful spells? Uh, I'm just gonna move here and then Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Hope I just backed out of the game on accident.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. First Eldritch Blast is a 29.
Now hit.
And then I just lost everything. 1 second.
This is a really mean reaction.
Were we supposed to fight this thing?
Peter,
Mm-hmm.
roll wisdom saving throw.
As I'm about to cast Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
That is a not great 13.
13 does not save. Your next roll is against Jan.
What?
My next roll. That's
Your next roll is against Jan.
is that the current Eldritch Blast that I rolled, or is it
First
the
Eldritch
next-
Blast hits. The next one is against Jan.
I think
Okay,
you should
okay.
lock in something particularly deadly.
Well, I'm gonna be shooting 3 Eldritch Blasts, so
You got better than that,
It's
don't
just
you?
the one.
yeah. So the first one that hits the devil does 9 damage
Okay.
and pushes him back into the guy behind him.
Oh. Also pushes him back into the cloud.
Let's go.
That's pretty good. That's pretty cool, actually, because the cloud ends here.
And then next,
Actually, hold on. This does change things a little bit. If he's pushed back after the first blast, Jan is no longer within 5 feet. So he's actually gonna make you aim at this guy instead.
I don't think I can actually see that guy.
That's up,
then this
Peter,
guy.
roll the
I
damn thing.
can't see him either
And nothing in the darkness.
because it's I can't.
Yeah.
Nothing can see into it.
That's true. So you have disadvantage, I guess, than even shooting him if you pushed him back in there.
I was gonna shoot at this guy next
Oh yeah, go for it.
because he's the only one that's not in the shadow.
I forgot
at the
that your
moment.
Eldritch Blast like pushes someone back.
Yeah. 24,
That'll definitely hit.
and then 8 damage.
Dead.
All right. Sweet.
You can shoot in there with disadvantage. You know he's in there.
All right. So with disadvantage, I'm compelled to shoot at this guy.
If you want to shoot with disadvantage, he can't see out of it. You're right, so he wouldn't be able to really compel you. You're just kind of like Hail Mary passing in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at him, and I do have spell sniper, but I don't think this is a situation where that matters.
I don't think so, because this is like uber darkness
Well, that's a crit.
with disadvantage.
Oh shit! Never mind. I forgot.
I thought you rolled. I thought you dead ass rolled 2 nat 20s. It's about the shit.
No. Nope. Second one was a 4 on the die, so
Okay. Probably gonna miss. His AC is
yeah.
21.
Yeah, it misses.
Dude, last game everyone got nat 20s constantly. It was crazy.
Dude, for real.
Could happen.
Yeah. So it
Anything
misses.
else?
Can I administer a healing potion to Alexander?
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna run up behind Alexander and give him a healing potion.
Alexander looks startled at you, still unaware of his surroundings.
Heal for. Where are my healing potions?
In hindsight, we should have just grabbed Alexander and ran. Now that I'm thinking this out.
Whatever a healing potion heals for.
I actually did think you would fight this guy, but with the whole party.
How much is a base healing potion heal for?
This is a base healing potion. 1d4 plus, or 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Still something.
Plus 2. The healing potion heals you for 8.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And that ends my turn.
Alpha Cine.
Scout, can other people go through your dimension door?
I can bring one person.
You can't delay until Scout's turn.
But if it's only one person. Then I think I'll just move. So I can move and then use my action to move. To put me.
Be real, Alpha Cine.
Huh?
You find the wind at your back. You're able to get to here in your turn.
Oh.
It's like Asmodeus' final blessing.
This is Modius's final blessing. He casts 1 hour left in the session. And this was supposed to happen at the beginning.
Oh shit, are we hasted or just have extra?
You're not
movement
hasted.
speed? Oh, okay.
You are allowed to get within the play space.
I wanted to clarify.
And then that is it.
Then I will get up to the bunny. And I will cast heal. Well, what's it called? Cure wounds. Oop. I believe that's 4th level. Yar. For 20 heals.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Am I able to grab his little paw and like pull him?
Yeah, you can. Well, unless you think it. Would you resist?
Yes.
Okay, it can be a strength contest, which I really like.
Oh no. I rolled a nat 1, so I'm just like tugging on his little paw. I'm like, come on, let's go.
He seems very firmly in place.
The bun that can't be moved.
Ymir, is this the one?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
I don't even
Not at
know. If
all.
it's a nat one, even with a nat one, Alexander would still win.
Oh, and I have a -1 to strength, so it would be 0.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. It is gonna be Drizzle's turn.
Do I get the magical move to combat?
Honestly, I'm fine with it.
Okay. I was fine with running it, but I just didn't know what you wanted to.
Unfortunately, you can't see any enemies.
I would just gotta like come over here and be like, the fuck?
Bad guy in the darkness.
Where at?
I point in the general direction.
All right. I'm gonna try to.
As Steve points at it, you can attack with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll try to Eldritch Blast at whatever's there. Alright, so let me figure out how to do this. Probably should like take some stuff to make my Eldritch Blast better. I've been like using it more than I would think. Yes. Alright, you said with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
12.
I've put darkness to accurately represent what it looks like.
Okay. Does a 16 hit it?
No.
Alright. Let me roll for the second one. Oh, damn it. That's not gonna hit either. How about a soft 20?
Top 20 still does not hit.
Damn.
There's one short.
Alright. That's it. So I just like shooting off some absolute bullshit into the darkness. And did nothing.
Fox.
I'm gonna try and get down there as fast as I can.
You want to tap into your Were-Tiger powers. You're able to speedy move all the way to here.
But it looks like the room is in darkness. Yeah.
Yeah, the room is fucking dark.
Can I try and dispel that?
It's my darkness.
Oh, that's right. I can't shoot anything then. Are we supposed to be getting out of here? What's the goal
You
here?
can attack with disadvantage.
Yeah, you can
And
shoot
attack
into
with
the darkness.
disadvantage.
Oh.
They take damage in the darkness, right?
A lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
they will take a lot of
This is
damage on
anything
their
I
turn.
got.
I will actually say the minions are going to be dead. Even if they
If they-
take half damage, they're dead.
If we could just hold this door closed until they die.
There's nobody else in there in the darkness that is a friend, is there?
No.
No.
Right.
Fireball. Fireball.
I was actually thinking of just using Wall of Fire and just lighting up the room. Make it a little convection oven, you know?
Wall of fire. Wall of fire.
Little easy bake oven.
Rock, rock, rock.
But yeah, it's up to 60 feet long, 20 feet wide, and 1 foot thick. So, can I have it kind of like zigzag through the room?
Yeah.
The fire goes into the darkness and just disappears.
Well, if anybody's going to be walking out, they're going to be walking through flames.
They wouldn't
Roll
be
me a
able to see it either.
Huh?
How many percentile?
How many percentile?
No, just
For
roll
what?
me
Oh, roll.
a percentile
Let
roll.
me get that. Burp. That's a 62.
Okay.
Can I locate a single fucking D8? Jesus fucking Christ!
What
I need to
is
stop using
what's the
these
save for that, Dex?
decks. Yeah. um.
Roll damage.
That'd be 28 points of fire damage for those who fail their save.
Okay. Scout.
Okie dokie. Quick question. Since I don't get to take advantage of the wind at my back moving me, since I'm gonna do the cool dimension door thing, uh, can I get my boon in the form of my dimension door being a bonus action just this once?
You can actually just get it as a free action. It'll just take
Oh.
the spell slot or whatever you're using to do it.
It's my cape.
Yeah.
Oh, whoop, I didn't mean to click that.
Okay. I'm gonna dimension door out here. Oh, can I not get in the room
Oh yeah, you can. Where do you want to go in the room?
next to Alexander?
Okay, yeah. You're right here.
Not in the darkness. In that case, since I have my action, I would like to use said action to I see that he does not look very good. Is what affecting him a spell?
What is yes.
In that case, I would like to use cleansing touch on him. Which will end a spell on myself or one willing creature that I touch.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, that'll do it.
I will give
Scout
Alexander
snaps
a
Alexander
really kind of
back.
like rough shake of his shoulder and be like, Alexander.
Oh,
I did just appear in a puff of smoke next to him, and I'm slightly obscured from it. So there's just a little hand reaching from the darkness to shake Alexander by the
Alexander,
shoulder.
all of your memories come flooding back to you, and your friends are around you.
very good. Thank you, Lady Scout.
You're welcome. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm more worried about Steve. This was all a trap for him, I think.
You know what now?
We'll worry about that later. And I look at the giant cloud of darkness, and I'm just like, bad guys?
Yes. But it's just a little darkness. And I'm going... Is it my turn?
Assuming Scout is done.
I do still have my bonus action.
Oh, go for it.
And so I'll do this really quick. With the warning that Alexander gave me that this seems to have been a trap for Steve, I would like to put Shield of Faith up on him. So Steve's AC is increased by 2
Thank you.
until my concentration breaks. And that'll be my turn.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Alexander, you're up. You know where this motherfucker is. You
I
go in
was
the
going to
darkness
jump...
after him.
Yeah, I was going to jump into the darkness after him and fight him, because I don't think I know any better. It's just darkness. And it's my friend's darkness.
Now hold on a second. I actually think this darkness specifies if you start your turn there.
Yeah, if you're not in it at the start of your turn, you're fine.
Yes.
And then I can if I see you run it, I'm probably gonna dispel it.
Yeah. Actually, it is only at the start of your turn, so you don't have to make any saves at the moment.
Sweet.
But you are able to find this creature. Yeah, give me your all that beautiful bean footage.
Disadvantage, right?
Not for you.
Ooh. I got a 24 and a 21.
Both will hit.
Ooh.
21 is its AC.
And I know I can. I'm just gonna add a smite to that. Fuck, fuck these guys.
Yeah, fuck this thing.
Okay. Give me a second. Uh, 54 damage with the 2 strikes.
Very nice.
And then
It's beyond bloodied.
12. 30 of that is radiant. And that would be the end of my turn.
Oh yeah. Top of the order, Jan Cena.
All right. I saw the mob, the big guy get pushed in like this direction, right?
Yeah.
Right. I want to drop a shatter in that area.
Okay.
I think it's wherever I can see the feet of Alexander right there, so I don't want to hit him. So I think
It's
right
okay if you
here.
hit me.
Okay. If you want to put it right there, roll
Yeah.
me damage.
Yeah. Okay. $14. And are these ruins are these crumbling like ruins, or are they like decently
There's-
taken care of?
The ruins actually look very nice. The crumbling is quite recent from the devils and dragons fighting down here. It seems to have caused quite a lot of damage.
I was hoping if I aimed it at the floor, it might open up a hole to the floor.
I might actually do that.
Ooh.
How many d20?
11.
It does not do that.
Boo.
Okay, Peter, roll damage.
Damage. 31.
All right. Peter, it comes back to your turn.
Seeing Alexander running into the darkness, I'm going to immediately dispel it.
There is a raging inferno up through here. This guy's also dead, actually. And no demon in sight, but you do see in the midst of the starting point of the fire a pile of robes and a satchel.
I'm gonna walk up to the satchel.
Fox, I assume you diminish the flames.
Yeah.
Okay. Walking up to the satchel. Opening it up, you find a vial of oil. You find a small bronze scarab. And you find a lot of gems.
Ooh, money.
Yeah, taking the gems, you can add 5,000 gold.
I add it to the team's coffers.
The
Well, let me
weapon.
put down.
The oil, roll me an Arcana.
That is a 16.
With a 16, you can tell this is some kind of weapon oil that would allow attacks to penetrate any kind of magical barrier. There's enough to coat one weapon.
Ooh, this could be useful.
And then give me an Arcana on the little bronze scarab.
15.
15, you can tell this is a scarab of protection.
Scarab of protection.
Scarab of protection. It is a legendary artifact.
Legendary.
I'll put it in your notes, and then you can decide what to do with it.
So, what'd y'all find out over in the other side of the
No.
dungeon?
What the hell? What happened here? Why is the rabbit bleeding again?
Now, it seems that there was a devil here that was trying to get us to double cross Asmodeus.
Oh, then I wouldn't have bothered.
now you see, trading one devil or one demon for a devil is not always the best choice, and would have required me to work on this behind all of y'all's back, and I said no, obviously. And so here we are. Also, we seem to have still lost Asmodeus, which was not my intent. But it seems to have gone somewhere with Garrus. At least, I think it was Garrus.
Darius did not look right.
I'm gonna sigh and walk away.
Perhaps it was a past version of Garrus as part of the vision.
I don't trust Asmodeus, and I don't enjoy working with him, but well, the saying does go, better the devil you know than the one that you don't.
Now, with Asmodeus not being with us presently, the devil we just fought did say that Asmodeus was lying to us, and
How do you know he wasn't lying?
well, I may or may not have known him in a past life, and I don't take him necessarily for being entirely awful.
So you remember him?
Only vaguely.
Oh, that's comforting.
I just think we might need to be a little more careful around Asmodeus.
I feel like at some point during this journey, I did have like a divinely good insight roll into Asmodeus. And am I making this up, or did one of us like really get the sense that no, actually, he does indeed very much regret this?
Yeah, someone got like an insane insight. I think it was Carly.
Oh,
I
it might
think
have been
so.
Carly.
I think it was Carly.
I
That
know somebody got like just a divine
someone
ass.
absolutely knows that he does genuinely regret.
Now he might be lying
everything
to
that
us
has
about every
transpired
other
here.
fucking thing, and probably is.
Yeah.
But at least we know that.
He was actually pretty forthcoming in the other room for once.
Yeah, To me, he seems like a pretty honest guy. But I don't know him like you all do.
I mean, he's only buffed us when we needed, given us weapons,
Told the truth.
paid us, tell the truth.
It was like pulling teeth getting it out of him, but he did it.
I don't suggest that we be probably more careful, as I should have been coming into here. I admit.
To be fair, I don't believe the version of Asmodeus we saw was the true version of Asmodeus, and I think the real one is just as likely to lie to us.
I think we established that was the real one, wasn't it? Like he was dreaming.
It
The
is.
real one?
It is the real one.
Mm, I don't
It is
necessarily
a
trust it.
consciousness of the real one.
We figured that out with the road. Well, let's go see what his shame is, I guess.
Seems like the
Alexander, are
only
you
way
okay?
forward is down.
Yeah. How is Alexander looking?
I'm fine.
Okay, good.
Alexander got healed a lot, actually.
Just annoyed.
Yeah, I think we finally share something in common.
Okay. You do hear the whir of magic. And you can hear footsteps in the other room.
Derek, you remember in Clue after like a bunch of people have gotten shot at the end and the people that are left over just like waltzing around the house like, oh, there's another body. Yep.
Yes.
That's this is the vibe I'm getting.
Asmodeus returns.
Comes back.
He does.
Was that like
Whoa.
a fail safe to get him out of here in case that particular demon was like around?
That's a good assumption.
Now that said demon is not around, he can return.
Hi.
I don't know where your characters are at. Anyone move out of that room?
I don't know where my character
I'd like to do a quick
Yes, yeah.
investigation of the north part.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
12.
Probably. You honestly don't find much of anything. You do find papers that seem to just have gibberish written on them.
Well, nothing here. Wait.
Fox could probably read him, and I definitely can read him.
I'll save you all the trouble. It is just gibberish.
Perfect. I feel like one of the demon's diaries, like, dear diary, today I set up the trap for Steve. He's so gonna fall for it.
You see Asmodeus, he is kind of wounded, bleeding. He says, what happened? What happened back here?
I'm afraid to say what devil we fought, considering I said his name before and you got Garrus now, but
It was... Have you ever said his name is Garrus, Asmodeus?
I don't
I
think
don't know if it's
so.
ever been brought up.
I think he would be
feel
like,
it would have been
who the hell
mentioned.
is Garrus?
It might have been mentioned in passing, but might not have been important enough for him to actually inquire as to who we were referring to.
That creature you saw? You know it?
You don't?
Of course I do. But why do you?
He kind of lives at our house.
Our house.
In the middle of the street.
It's our house now. I haven't seen the owner in weeks.
Cycles, even. Would he say anything about that? Probably not, actually.
Hmm.
Say, moving on from that, what happened out here? You said there was another devil.
Yeah,
What was his
Oh.
name?
I would describe him. Well, Steve says if we say it, you're gonna get taken away.
Now, I didn't say that. I said that's what happened last time I said it. And before I said it last, you did not look so rough as as you are right now.
What
What did you
captured
spell
me
it?
is a memory of this place. But it is dead.
Well, his name was Orphorax. Orthorax.
There he shows up again.
He gets zapped again.
I will.
That'd be so funny.
Peter, did you stow away the golden decanter?
I probably unconsciously put it in my pocket mid-fight.
Okay. As you
I'm
say his
wondering if-
name, he'll say it duly noted.
Oh, and I'd be like, oh, I pull out the flask. He wanted me to put the souls we're after into this rather than the rose.
This flask shatters in your hand.
Aha.
Take 12 slashing damage as bits of glass blow up all over your bare hand and face.
Well, that's
His eyes also flare up.
It's a little dramatic.
Now,
Why would you do
Asmodeus,
that?
I did decide not to go with this plan. You don't need to lacerate me with glass.
Even holding that thing is disgusting.
What was
And it
it?
shows you were thinking about it.
What is it? What was it?
It
Fuck me
belongs
for
to
thinking
those
you
in
might want to
hell.
know.
He would say, I already know enough.
What was it?
It was a golden flask. You asking Asmodeus what it was?
Yeah, I asked him what
Roll
it.
persuasion.
Maybe if we know it, we can. Whoop! Dropped on the floor. Hold on. Maybe if we know what it is, we know not to take any deals in the future.
He did say that he was not part of this memory. That he was the real deal.
Persuasion is 16.
16? 16 is enough to say. Not for him to say, there are those in hell who would see me unseated.
I don't know what Steve knows.
Ask the question again.
Well, he said there are those in hell that want to see him unseated.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you weren't there for Steve's conversation, so that is
Yeah.
how I was going to answer you.
Yeah.
Do I still have the contract? Because I was holding on to it when this whole thing started.
I think the contract, I think Alexander did stop you before you signed it.
Yeah, but I had it in my hand.
The contract has dissipated.
Okay. I figured it would probably not survive.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I didn't really get a chance to read through the whole contract, so I don't know exactly what everything was in it. But the gist of it was, I think he wanted you out of the picture, as you already know.
Indeed. And this is very bold, even for that subset of devils.
Is it like a power play?
Yes. A discussion for another time.
Okay. Let's just go finish this task.
Indeed.
Agreed.
All right, let me gather you all up. I assume you all go north to where the stairs are.
Yeah.
Yes.
One sec. A very bizarre way to think about that. Just arrange you guys on this page. Okay. You guys come down into a large area with a fountain and 2 ornate doors that open to the north.
Do we hear any fighting down here?
You hear the murmurs of a discussion, actually.
From the north?
Yeps.
Hell, I'll move up there. Ugh.
There's not anything notable about this fountain as we pass by it, is there?
Not really, no. I would say if anything catches your eye, this cluster of amethyst crystals back here is absolutely brimming with power.
It's the shiny stuff. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me. Oh my god. Where's the thing I'm looking for?
You laughing at me?
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, I now feel crazy.
What are you looking for?
The Gwendolyn spell. Oh,
Oh,
the one that's supposed.
there is a Gwendolyn spell.
Yeah, I can't find it. The one that's supposed to
Like the field?
decurse her. No, the one that's supposed to save her.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
You need a
spell
bunch of
that-
fuck ass materials, and I
Yeah,
was
the
like,
spell that was-
is this a fuck ass material?
It is not a fuck ass material.
Okay.
You'll actually learn where the fuck ass materials are being kept.
Yeah.
I've made it a side dungeon.
What's this?
It's just a little altar.
I cannot find this, but I will look for it later.
Let's peek around this corner.
Okay. I am going to use the restroom. But you see 3 people speaking.
Oh. I look back at Asmodeus.
Yeah, I'm sliding the image up and down like a Spider-Man meme. Like, oh, oh.
Wait a minute. Is this supposed to be Garrus? Alright, he's bathrooming.
He pissing.
I had to zoom into the Asmodeus is traveling with us just to make sure this is the new icon still.
Yes, it is the same icon.
That'd be very sneaky.
Okay. You see these 3 standing here, and a discussion begins. Your Garrus, pictured here, say, I can no longer support this course of action. Orders or not, the dragons are pillars of the material realm and the source of magic. Asmodeus will begin and say, You're under my dominion now, Goat, and you will do as I say. These dragons have done nothing but subjugate us and leave us to die since our arrival here, and they're all but invincible while this one still lives. Garrus will retort, Just because you wear his corpse does not mean you are my brother, Aaron Silverbriar. And Tyr will say, It's the only way. It is justice. Please, Raziel. There is no going back now. Garrus responds to that by saying, These people did us no wrong as Morrigan had. They've barely put up a fight since we've arrived. Don't you think this is all a little convenient? And Asmodeus will respond, It just means our forces were efficient. Tyr will say, We've ascended. We're no longer fighting them as mortal or fey. The tides have turned. And finally, Garrus will say, Usurping Samael his power and becoming a conduit for the human concept of justice still render you both young and reckless on a cosmic scale. I'm putting a stop to this madness before this world is damned more than it already is. And Garrus will begin to channel magic, and as he does so, Asmodeus will cast kind of a sickening green light at him, causing him to vomit slugs immediately.
Oh, hey, we know that spell.
And Asmodeus will then say, You will never speak of this day and what transpired here, nor of anyone involved. And you can feel like a wave of power behind those words. And he says, We'll do this without you. And Asmodeus, with telekinesis, throws Garrus into this room. He says,
Get in there.
Tyr, seal the door. You can see Tyr kind of hesitate before he raises his right hand, and runes light up on it as angelic sigils in sacred geometry form across the door's surface, the door depicting a 9-headed dragon. And as Asmodeus holds up his hand, he says, Only by uttering the name of the impostor of heaven shall this door ever be rendered open again. And you can feel power behind those words as well as the door is sealed. And you see both of them go to the north. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Oh.
Fuck.
The throw up prison.
Did we know Garrus' real name before? Did I just forget?
It has been said one time, and I don't think anyone ever caught it, but Garrus's angelic name is Raziel.
I just looked back at the giant notes you sent me about the arms of Asmodai. I was like,
Lucifer's
wait a
real name
minute.
is similarly Samael. Or Lucifer, Asmodeus.
Asmodeus, yeah. Shit.
Yay. Hope y'all had fun. I want
Yeah.
to put a little more RP into the session because this has been way too much combat, even for me. Hope it was good and enlightening.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
I'm
Glad
glad I
y'all
didn't
enjoyed.
die.
I am too.
I'm also glad that Peter didn't die.
I'm also glad I didn't get signed into a contract with the devil. Again.
I really thought you were gonna do it, and I was shocked Alexander came to save your ass.
I was literally like looking through my spell book for anything that I could use to like get out of this. And the only thing I could think of was like maddening darkness, and then maybe Eldritch blasting the door down and taking 8d8 damage. But yeah,
Yeah, good shit.
I'm gonna head to bed.
Good night,
Goodbye
Peter.
forever, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Night.
2 weeks from this day, we shall conclude this little section.
Yay.
So, just reading through my notes about the other game. Humans banished from the far reaches of the material plane. Is that the Dresden world? And they were banished to this world? Or are they actually one world?
A lot of worlds were banished to this world. That's something you'll figure out in time, though. You know, at least Fae and humans both ended up here.
I'm also gonna go to bed.
Good night.
Hi, Carly.
Hi, Carly.
Night.
Darren, could you do me a I swear to shit, I cannot find the fix Gwendolyn spell. Could you slap it in weird spells or game notes or somewhere?
I lost those notes. I will rewrite them, though.
I feel crazy.
Don't feel crazy. They did exist. But I had like an entire... It was one thing I kept in a Google Doc, not a Google Doc, and it got deleted when I had to redo my entire computer
Oh no.
because it was an old note. But it will get rewritten. I've actually thought of a good little side quest for it.
Fun.
Yeah.
Crazy session.
Have we looked into the unformed? We haven't, right?
No.
No.
It's funny. The more further we get in D&D, the more I'm like, I think Zrek would want to look more into these weapons and the history of them.
Never a bad idea. Any other game.
Any other game, yeah.